Okay, so it seems like this Ironmouse drama still continues to drag on, and now it's starting to affect a lot of the people who have been working with her, who have actually come out and talked about some of the kind of hate and also things as far as threats that they have been receiving, due to the fact of them working on a certain song which has been blowing up on the internet at the moment, which is obviously the song "Cry for Me." If you guys haven't seen it, it's one of Ironmouse's songs, including Booby, who is voiced by Sea Dog VA. And yeah, obviously a lot of people have been posting these TikToks. This is one that we looked at in the last video, essentially by people going after Sea Dog's character here, saying, why you're only attacking Iron Mouse when he's right here? And obviously this is a little bit of the song. Uh, so yeah, people have been making fun of it because, there's one part in the song as well where she has a chorus thing, and people were saying that obviously, she's crying. That's the whole point of the song. It's literally called "Cry for Me," but there's so many. This is the main part that people have been going after. Which, yeah. Again, there's so much. There is so much. It's crazy the amount that this is blowing up over on TikTok. And, some of it has been positive, to be honest. There's been a little bit that's been positive. You won't believe me, but, there actually has been. But most of it has been pretty negative and has been targeted towards Iron Mouse and essentially, just been pretty horrible about her music, right? And I think it is one thing to criticize music and to be like, okay, I don't like this, or I think this is cringe, or I think this is bad. Sure, I think that's okay, right? Everybody has their own, opinions to music. Some people will like the Iron Mouse song. Some people will hate it, right? The same that some people will like other music and some people will hate it. I've talked about this in my previous videos, right? Just because I like K-pop personally doesn't mean everybody else is going to, and I don't really expect everybody else to. And the same goes for, like, I don't really like things that are super, like, heavy metal-y. So again, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and make 20 TikToks about it saying that you shouldn't listen to it because I don't like it. But I'm just not going to listen to it, right? But the same goes for stuff like Iron Mouse's music, right? I do actually like some of Iron Mouse's music. Now, this song, not so much. It's not really one that I'll be playing in the car on the banger, I don't think it's going to be exactly a, you pull out the Iron Mouse music at the function music, but, some songs like Music Box of Fate and things like that have been actually really, really cool and really, really nice to see. And I do actually listen to that quite regularly. So, again, I think obviously there are some artists that, sometimes have a couple of bangers, sometimes they have a couple of misses, and that happens with pretty much everybody, not just Iron Mouse. And people have been going after this song pretty heavily, including after the producer, which if you guys can see here, they're saying people on TikTok can keep hating me. Iron Mouse is still the GOAT and will keep cooking bangers for y'all. So yeah, this is shirobeats, who has worked on a lot of Iron Mouse's songs. You can see here in the Genius kind of lyrics thing, it says producers, Hala CG, and also shirobeats here, which again, obviously, yeah, Shiro producing some of the, music and stuff behind it. And kind of, I'm assuming he did like some of the mixing and stuff too. Also, you got Hala CG here too, commenting on it saying, guys, Cry for Me, wah, wah, wah is a banger. And additionally, people TikTok suck the joy out of life, which, yeah, obviously is very, very true, right? You can dislike it and ignore it. That's totally fine. But I think the amount of people that feel like they need to speak up about this is just like, okay, do you really need to do this? Like, really? Like, what really is it going to change? The song's already out there. Everybody's already going after it. But again, obviously, someone needs to give their opinion on it, apparently, to the point where obviously it gets to people like shirobeats here saying, people have been sending me death threats every day and telling me to quit just because I made a song. But screw him, I will keep going. A new album comes out on Friday. I hope you guys will enjoy it. So yeah, they've been sending him threats every single day over this, which I think is absolutely crazy, right? As I said, you can dislike the song, you can not enjoy the music. That's totally fine, right? Everybody has their own opinion. It's subjective. Music is subjective, right? But I think going to, the producer and going through this much effort to find out who the producer is, because, I don't think maybe it's obvious on the actual music video itself, but again, like, it's just like, I don't get it. I don't know why you would go out of your way to go into their DMs and to send them something like that, because again, it's just unnecessary, right? As I said, you can dislike the song, but there's no need to send threats over it. And these are the kind of people that everybody is dealing with at the moment, especially over on TikTok. The people that will send you death threats in your messages just because you made a song. Like, it does that not sound pretty ridiculous? Does that not sound pretty trivial? All of the people making fun of Ironmouse and things, outside of the music, for example, with the Rakai and Ray stuff, saying, oh, oh, she's not allowed to feel uncomfortable and things whenever someone, obviously, whenever they have clearly harassed her in the past. Don't you think it's even more sad for someone to be getting so worked up over a music video that they are now sending threats to the producer? I feel like that's a little bit more pathetic than feeling uncomfortable with a situation with obviously someone that has been harassed by someone in the past, right? I feel like it's more pathetic to be going after these people over a song. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't see how these people are allowed to keep their accounts and stuff. But again, obviously, they find a way. They find a way to obviously message the producer, and I'm sure that Ironmouse has probably gotten a ton of the same messages, if not even more, because again, it's absolutely horrible that this amount of people have been going after them. Yeah, as I said, there's been so many TikToks that have been blowing up in terms of this. And again, it is just a massive, massive TikTok trend at the moment. Now, obviously, it has done very good for iMouse's viewership and iMouse's streams. But at the end of the day, I don't know if it's worth it or not, because again, it has been pretty horrible to see that, stuff like the producers are getting this kind of feedback on this song, right? Especially whenever they work so hard on it. People say, because it is a well-produced song, by the way. I think that's something that a lot of people can't argue with. I think that's more of an objective thing that happens. This song is well produced. You might not like the writing of the song or how it, obviously plays out, but I think in terms of the quality and in terms of, how it's actually produced and mixed and everything, I think, shirobeats has done a very, very good job in it. And I don't think anybody can really deny that. You can dislike the writing and how it was made, but I think it was well made, which I think, obviously, sending death threats over that is crazy. If you're saying we'll always support your incredible work, if you're saying we'll absolutely listen to the album, you're the greatest. If you said yes, screw them. So not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite songs of all time. The production is incredible. Mouse sounds on top of her game, and the whole song just sucks you in like a movie IMO. You're the goat, dude. No one involved should pay attention to the negativity. If you're saying music people on the internet are built different. I know many VTubers that will never stream in the music category when working on things for this reason. People saying people have gotten too comfortable being cruel, but we keep pushing it, bestie. They're saying we love you, Shiro. Can't wait to listen on Friday. So again, a lot of support and a lot of people, being like, screw them. There's currently a hate train for Ironmouse and anyone associated with her. I'm excited to see your new album. People saying, to be honest, TikTok, when they see Ironmouse or VTubers in general, they almost treat them as like the demonic hellspawns. There's genuinely 0% positivity for VTubers on TikTok. Again, I don't think that's 100% true. As someone who uploads VTuber TikToks onto TikTok, there has been a lot of support for many things. But obviously, yes, I think the acceptance of VTubers is much lower in places like TikTok. Because even if I do upload VTuber type TikToks to TikTok, I do see a lot of comments. I always see, if the video does well, of course, I always see a comment or two being like, oh, who watches VTubers? Or I don't like VTubers, like, well, whatever. There's always one comment, but I feel like that's just anywhere and with anything, to be honest. Like, people just dislike things, even outside of the VTuber, space. So I think there is an audience for VTubers over on TikTok. It just seems like at the moment, a lot of this kind of song stuff and all of this drama with Ray and Rakai that has kind of spiraled into now them going after our music has essentially turned into a big let's just hate every VTuber thing, which I think obviously is going to become a problem for obviously VTubers trying to get into the space, as TikTok is one of the best tools to really grow, especially in the streaming space, and to get people over to watching your stream. Whenever you post clips, whenever you post videos and tell people to go over to your Twitch, that is one of the most effective ways to do it. That's how people grow. You can't grow just over on Twitch and not do anything else. But obviously, yeah, it can be a little bit harder if you are a VTuber now, due to the amount of hatred that they are getting over on the app at the moment. A lot of people saying, hit me up to play the Shaker on the next banger. They say, you've been part of our music journey for so long. We've been blessed to see you work on so many bangers. Looking forward to what's next. So again, so many people have been supporting Shiro, and I think that's really great to see, as well as Hala as well. I hope they both obviously, see how well they've done with the song. They have cooked 100%. It's just a lot of nasty people over on different platforms who obviously have nothing better to do than make posts on this kind of stuff, and also send threats to them in their messages and stuff, which again, I feel like out of anything, I feel like they've got the most time out of anyone. These people that are doing this kind of stuff, like seriously, how do you find all of the time to do this? And you can't be doing anything. You can't be doing anything else. Sorry, you can't be working a job or something. And surely all of these people are just unemployed losers who spend their time on TikTok posting 20 posts a day about how much they hate Ironmouse's music and sending threats to shirobeats. I think it's crazy. But yeah, obviously that is a full update on the situation. It is very sad to see, but I'm glad to see that there is a lot of support for the producers of the songs, and hopefully, this just kind of blows over eventually, because it probably will, right? Again, it's one of these things where TikTok will pick it up, it will drop, and then it'll be an old thing that nobody really cares about anymore. But yeah, I mean, you just got to kind of sit through it at the moment because it is still going on. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go over to GameStop, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.